The 5-stone individual first aid kit. This thing is light, portable, packable, and absolutely filled to the brim with critical, life-saving medical gear. Let's go through it. Prepare, respond, serve. This is 5-stone. Hey guys, what's going on? Eric with 5-stone here. I want to go over our 5-stone individual first aid kit, kind of show you what's in here and why this thing is like really awesome and everybody should have one. When you first see this thing, it's like, oh, okay, it's camouflage, it's for tactical or the hunter or whatever. Yeah, it can be used for that. I also have them in different colors. You can put one in your vehicle, your car, your whatever, your backpack if you're into outdoor activities and fishing, hunting, hiking, overlanding, shooting, archery, you name it, whatever. These are great for any of those purposes as well. Now, this is my personal one that I've had for several years. And all of these kits have a rip-away system on the back so they can be removed from a platform and then deployed however you need to use them, okay? So you can put them like on a headrest of a car, you can put them on a battle belt, you can put them on a backpack, whatever. It's got like, that has MOLLE attachments or just a single strap where you can lash it to something. These things are great, okay? For size comparison, I'll show you. This is our IFAK and this is our large IFAK, okay? You can kind of see the difference here in the size, all right? This one has more things in it, obviously. It's bigger and can treat more things. And this is more of a smaller individual kit as well. These are important to have, like if you're into any kind of, activity outdoors or higher risk situations are great to have. It's also just good to have in your vehicle. The other day I was going on the road to come across a wreck on I-75. There was a body laying half in the interstate and half in the fast lane, and half in the emergency lane. All right, nobody knew what to do. I went back and I just grabbed my kit, went up there, put my PPE on, made sure everybody was safe, helped take care of her until they got there, right? You just never know when something's gonna happen and you need your kit. Also, speaking of never knowing, we were featured in the Hunting Retailer magazine, January, February 2024. We published a true story of a guy here in Kentucky who fell out of his tree stand and got hurt. And it's a bone-chilling true story. You need to read this. It's very important. Look it up. It's free online. You can look it up. Hunting Retailer, January, February. It's called A Second Chance at Life. Me and Aaron Stamper, one of the 5-Stone Pro staff, wrote this true story. And it really lets you know, like, you need to have medical equipment with you at all times, right? You never know when something's going to happen. So let's go through this kit and explain why it's really cool. First off, let's talk about the rip-away system on the back. So this one is the one that I keep right here on my battle belt. It just simply would attach here. And then this clip comes over, buckles in, right? So if I'm at the range, if I'm shooting or whatever, if I want something just to kind of be ready for, self-protection, I've got my med kit right here. All I'll do is undo the clip, pull it off, and we're good to go, all right? If I ever go to the gun range, everybody always knows, hey, the kit is over here in case somebody needs it. It's awesome. And that's why they're kind of good for various colors. It can just be bright red. We got our bigger ones here in the orange, for example, right? So it's really good. Inside the kit, you're going to see a lot of really critical life-saving material that you need to know how to use. I'm going to go through some stuff. This is not a how-to video. This is not a instructional video. You need to get real professional training from somebody before you go trying to intervene and help somebody and not know what you're doing. You can hurt yourself. You can hurt them, cause further injuries. You need to know what you're doing if you're going to be responding and treating somebody else. Make sure you get real professional training. Your instructors, your company you're getting training from should be people who have lived it and done it in the real world. That's who you want to learn from. They've done it under high stress situations. They know what it takes to function with equipment and material hands-on in those kind of situations. We can help you with that, but if it's not us, it's fine. Just find somebody who's got that kind of a background so you know you're getting good quality training. So with their kits, all of them come with a tourniquet. This tourniquet here is a TacMed Solutions tourniquet. It's one of my favorite tourniquets. This and also the cat tourniquet, love those two. They're amazing tourniquets. I never, ever, ever, ever suggest you put your tourniquet inside your med kit and store it. Why would I say that? You want to be able to access your tourniquet and apply it within seconds because seconds count whenever you're bleeding to death in a situation where a tourniquet would help. You need to be able to grab a tourniquet with either arm at all times, wherever it is on your person, on your body or on your kit, whatever, to where you can access that tourniquet and put it on fast. If it's down inside of a kit, you can't do that. It's wasting too much time. All right, so just because there's room to put this in here doesn't mean you need to put it in there. This needs to be on you. Now, if you have a med kit, like our universal med kit, something like that, that's just to go and grab and take to a scene to help treat somebody, okay, that's a little different story. But if it's an individual first aid kit, which means I'm going to use this on myself, okay, I need to have the tourniquet where it's really accessible. So make sure you do. Make sure you get training on how to use a tourniquet. It's very important. Okay, you can go to the TACMed Solutions website. You can also, it'll come with this little information here, kind of like little how-to instructions about application, things like that. But you really need to get real training at a skill station and let people check you off so they show you that, yes, you know how to do this. Here's what you're doing right, and here's what you're doing wrong. Okay, got it. Let's go through the rest of the kit. So when you get on a scene, the other day driving down the road, told you about the lady who I came up on who was laying out in the middle of the interstate, right? I went and got my 5-stone med kit, came back and helped her, right? But the first thing you have to do is protect yourself. So we'll have a couple pair of gloves in here. We're going to have some mediums and we're going to have some extra larges. Smalls can wear mediums, larges can wear extra larges. You can't really put every single size, every possible hand in the kit. It'd be just kind of ridiculous. So you have a couple pair of gloves in there to help protect yourself. If you're in a situation where somebody needs rescue breaths, right? And you're like, oh, I'm not real sure about this because you don't want to get blood or vomit or whatever all over your face, right? We have the CPR face shields that you can use to put down to help protect yourself as well. Also, we will have, oh yeah, when you open a kit, nothing should go falling out of this thing. Everything should be secured. I've been on a scene to where I have opened it up and then my tape roll goes rolling down the road, rolling off into a ditch or over a cliff, something like that. I've done it. If you haven't done it and you're a first responder, shame on you. You haven't lived. Anyway, so I've come up with a little trick. I put my trauma shears on a carabiner. On a carabiner. See there, didn't lose it. On a carabiner, 550 cord, and attached my tape roll onto that. That way, everything stayed secured. If I need to take something off, all I'll do is unclip my trauma shears, for example. If I need to have more room, my tape roll is still secured, okay? And I just simply clip it back on, put it back in the kit, we're ready to go again, right? Keeps it from rolling away whenever I might need it. Also in this kit, you will have a permanent marker so you can write the time of application of your tourniquet, which is very important. Your tourniquets will have a little spot to put the time on there because whenever they get to further treatment, they'll want to know how long it's been on there. You will have a chem light, okay? These things are 12-hour chem lights. You can pop them. So let's say it's something that's a nighttime situation and you don't want to run your battery down your phone trying to shine your flashlight. You can pop a chem light and you got 12 hours of a light here that can help for location, okay? Or marking a certain area, whatever your situation might be. Also, you will have the Halo twin pack of vented chest seals, okay? So let's say there's a penetrating chest wound, sucking chest wound. These are great for that. Again, you know how to use them, but they're absolutely awesome and can save a life. These will be in there, and again, there's two. It's a twin pack of the vented chest seals. Also in this kit, you'll have an emergency Mylar blanket. These blankets are essential to help prevent hypothermia, also help prevent shock, somebody going into shock, okay? These are critical. They're not always used in frigid temperatures, okay? Somebody can go into shock, and this can absolutely save a life, okay? Another thing we have in here is an eye shield. So if you're, in the outdoors or doing something, shooting or whatever, you got a chance for something to get into the eye and you have an eye injury, take the eye shield, you can put it over the eye to help protect it. As you transport them off to get treatment, you put the tape over there to help secure it in place. We also have the triangular bandage, okay? Triangular bandages are very versatile. It's not just for making a sling like a lot of people think. Yes, it can be a sling. It can also be a makeshift tourniquet. It can be used for a dressing. It could be to lash, splinting devices together or whatever. Multiple uses for the triangle bandage. They also call it a cravat. So if you just get online and start looking it up, you'll start to see like, oh man, there is a lot of uses for that. So check that out too. Let's go through one of my favorite things in here. TACMed Solutions has done it again. They have created this is an open pack I'm going to show you, Elias Modular Bandage, okay? So there's two different ones you can choose from when you get these kits. You can have a level 1, which is this one here, this Elias Modular Bandage. It's in the yellow pack. And then you got a level 2, which is Elias Modular Bandage HemCon with Cheeto Gauze Pro. What's the difference and how do you choose? The level 1, they're both made, similar and the same, have the same kind of components, but this one, the packing gauze in it does not have hemostatic gauze. It does not have it. Level 1 does not. Level 2 does have it, and that's what the Cheeto Gauze Pro is. And I'm going to go into some explanation here and show you the differences. Again, level 1 does not have hemostatic. Level 2 does have hemostatic. What does that mean? All right, so if you have a bleed and you have a wound that you're able to pack, right? As you do that, these dressings, both of these dressings have it. Most dressings that you would get, you would open the pack up and you're like, okay, this is a compression wrap. Okay, cool. But I need to pack this wound with something. So then you've got to open up another package and you're trying to pack a wound. Oh, this one doesn't have hemostatic properties in it. So I got to get some quick clot. So you're putting quick clot on it or C-locks, or you're getting hemostatic gauze and you're packing the wound with it. And then you got to stop applying pressure, go and open up another bandage to get a compression bandage. PacMed Solutions said, you know what, let's just fix that. And they come up with the Olias modular bandage. So you open it up and you'll see this right here, right? So it looks like, okay, that's an ACE bandage. It's similar, I can see that, right? But it's different. All of those things that you needed, like wound packing gauze and a compression gauze, all that is now into one, okay? So what you do is, when you open these things up, right, you will see, let me find it here. There it is. You will see, sorry, I'm doing it backwards on camera. It's hard to see what I'm doing. You will see packing gauze inside of this that you can pull. There is multiple feet of this thing. It's like several yards. You can pull this out and start packing a wound with it. This one has wound packing as well, but it doesn't react and start stopping the bleeding process and start to, coagulate the blood, right? This one will. This one's like the blood stopper gauze, right? This is like your quick clot type stuff, but it's called Cheeto Gauze Pro. You pack the wound with it, and this white one, the HemCon, has the hemostatic properties. This one, you can pack the wound with it, but it will not have the hemostatic properties, okay? Both of them are great. The one that has it, of course, is going to be a little more expensive, and the one that doesn't be a little more affordable. It's up to you, whichever one you can get. And you can do an excellent job with this one, just need to know how to use them, right? So you would pack the wound, pack the wound, pack the wound. This stuff just keeps coming out, right? You pack it. Once you get the wound packed, you would take it and lay this over top of the wound. You can see this little plastic cup there, right? That gives you direct pressure over top the source of bleeding. So, depending on where it's at and how you would wrap it, which is why you need appropriate training. You would wrap it and then it would push down on this, push, and give you a sense of direct pressure over top of the source of bleeding, right? And this just wraps and wraps and wraps and wraps. So that's called the Olias modular bandage. They are awesome. Like I said, PacMed Solutions has done it again. Again, level 1 still has wound packing gauze, but not the hemostatic. And level 2 does have the hemostatic, called the Cheeto Gauze Pro. So you can choose which ones fit your situation or your pocketbook, whatever you want. So I hope this has been a beneficial video for you guys going over our IFAK, or individual first aid kit. Again, there's various colors and things like that you can choose from for your own situation. But I highly recommend that you have a med kit with you in your vehicle, in your home, office, car, church, whatever. Make sure you've got it in your outdoor kits, packs. If you go to the gun range, archery range, whatever, guys, make sure that you're ready and you're prepared. Go to 5stoneusa.com, the number 5stoneusa.com, and check out all of our supplies, training opportunities, and things there. Get trained from a reputable source. We can help you with that. If it's not us, it's fine. Just make sure that they are experienced and know what they are doing prior to getting training from them. And finally, prepare, respond, and serve, because someday you will be somebody's first responder. It's going to happen. The question just simply is, when that day comes, will you be ready? That is the ultimate question. Will you be ready to prepare, respond, and serve? Guys, until next time, this is Eric with 5 Stone. We'll see you later. Prepare, respond, serve. This is 5 Stone.